It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Baby, let's go! Let's go!
Down! 60 Pittsburgh! 55! Ready?
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
23 yards, the final tally.
He's checking. Crash. Check three.
They run it here with Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, Delta.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the ready.
57's right.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, express! Bravo!
I got one. 57.
From the 29, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, 280, 20, 20. 15. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Tight dog.
Rock it. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Kill. Turn.
Look, squeeze. He's Leo.
Shift. Watch twist. Check 43.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
This is Gordon. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wells. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Like that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Go, go. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the ground now with Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go. Send Lobo.
Here we go. Undercut.
Greystone, travel. Now.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check Mike 6.
Five. Go. Switch.
Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. With the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watch the screen.
Hey, 59, ready.
Check. Crunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, it's Freeman, and he's got room. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
I know you feel that.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
You ain't going nowhere.
Ready?
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Go. He don't want it. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 6. Mike 6. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike,
Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Got it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Topper. Hey. Big grip.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Los Angeles.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Nice 50, nice 50.
All right, 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. We got double up, double up.
Mike 50.
Hey, Alpha.
50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Watch 51.
Watch the run.
Shift. Watch the shift. X3. 218. Chopper.
Check.
Got it. 20.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check.
First and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Hey, seam six, now.
Back to throw here. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. On first down, Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Freeman again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
First and goal.
Let's make these big.
They'll run here with Edwards. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Protein spill. Mike, 49. You must be dreaming. 49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Here we go, D. Ready.
Here's second and 8. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. Successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard
line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Get him! Hey, check 24. Check 24. Look at me. Door. Bravo.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
31 yards there and a 1st down. Now Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check safety. 61, matchbox light.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Hey, take down.
Now Ryan. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
22.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, exit. Sit.
He's back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Be ready, be ready. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6.
5, 2.
They'll look to throw. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Go.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Topper! Go!
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Good. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's been a long day for you.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.